Have you ever wondered why two people with the same experience apply for the same job, but only one gets recruiter messages? And what if I told you that one tiny green circle on LinkedIn can either speed up your job search or quietly lower your leverage before you even speak to anyone? Because the open to work sticker is doing something in the background, but most people have no idea what. Stay with me because later in this video, I'm going to show you the exact situation where the sticker helps you, the situation where it can hurt you, and setting almost nobody uses that gives you the benefit without that awkwardness that a lot of people are dealing with. Top of the morning, everyone. My name is Tshidi and I'm back with another video. Today I'm breaking down whether the LinkedIn open to work sticker is a smart move for your job search or whether it's actually quietly working against you. And this matters right now because the market is very competitive, recruiters are moving very fast, and you don't want one tiny signal to do the wrong job for you. Quick one before we actually get into this one. Have you actually ever used this sticker before? If yes, did it work? Did you feel a bit, exposed? Drop it in the comments. Let's discuss it and see if it actually worked for you. So the first thing that we want to answer is, what does the sticker actually do for you in plain English? Okay, let's clear the biggest confusion. There are two things that people actually miss out. Number one is the open to work setting. This tells LinkedIn that you're actually open to certain roles, locations, job types, or whatever you might be looking out for. And then number two, the green open to work photo frame. That's the public badge. It basically is a billboard on your face. Guys, even LinkedIn and its own help pages literally says enabling the open to work can actually help your profile show up when recruiters actually search for suitable candidate. So yes, it can increase discoverability in recruiter searches if your profile matches what they're looking for. But here's the thing though, being visible is not the same as being chosen. And this is where people actually get disappointed. They switch it on, some more profile views, and then crickets, because visibility only works if your profile converts. So now that you know what it actually does, let's talk about the real fear that people normally have. Does it actually make you look desperate? And there's been a lot of talk about this online. So that's why I'm going to answer this for you. Does the open to work make you look desperate? And let's be honest, the fear is not irrational. The fear of, do I put this on? Do I not put it on? Is not irrational. Some hiring managers and some recruiters see the green frame and think, oh, they need a job like yesterday. And when someone thinks you're desperate, they sometimes assume you'll accept less money, less flexibility, and even faster process with fewer questions. Does everybody think that way? The answer is no, but you don't need everybody. You just need one decision maker with that bias at the wrong time. And the truth is, perception actually depends on context. Your level, your industry, how strong your profile is, and whether you're actually currently employed. Now, if you're in a senior role, for example, you've got that green frame on, some people might quietly wonder why they're struggling to learn something, even if the real reason is just the job market, as we all know, is upside down. So yes, the sticker can actually create a desperation narrative for some people. But not always. But enough about that. Let's actually try and figure out how you can deal with this particular thing. Let's try and flip it differently. There are actually moments where it's not desperate at all. It's actually very smart. And this is where I'm going to actually answer this for you guys to say, when does it work? When does the sticker work for you? Here's when the sticker can actually work in your favor if you're actually thinking about putting it on. The first situation, you are early career, switching careers, or you need actually volume. You need volume of people to actually reach out to you. If you're trying to get seen quickly, the public signal can actually increase the chances that a recruiter or even a hiring manager in your network thinks of you and reaches out. That's scenario number one. Scenario number two, you're unemployed and you don't need to hide it anymore. If you're already openly searching, the green frame is not revealing anything new. It's just a bit of clarity. And then situation number three, your network is very strong and you want those referrals. And we've seen it. Sometimes I've actually shared a lot of people's profiles because of the fact that they actually have the green sticker. People are normally busy and sometimes they generally don't know that you're actually looking because you didn't tell them. Now the green frame can actually act like a nudge. Oh, let me connect you with somebody that I know. But this is actually important because it only helps if your profile tells a very strong story. If your headline says open to work, open to anything, passionate, hardworking, motivated, well, that's not the story that you want people to actually listen to. That's just a prayer. Recruiters search for specific things. We search for titles, skills, keywords. All those results are what we look for. And if your profile is very vague, the green frame won't actually save you. It'll just make you publicly vague because nobody actually understands what it is that you do. So if the sticker can help in some cases and hurt in other cases, what should you do if you want the benefit without the downside of that? This is where most people actually miss this particular trick that I want you guys to remember. The best option for most people is recruiters only, but there's a caveat to the recruiters only, and I'll tell you at the end of this. And here's the move that I actually want you to actually consider. Number one is turn on your open to work, but set it to recruiters only. That means you only get search visibility boost, but you don't have that green billboard on your face moment. And if you're currently employed, this is especially important because even though LinkedIn says it takes steps to stop recruiters at your current company from seeing it, they're also saying that they can't guarantee complete privacy. So be smart about how public you want your search. Now, quick practical checklist, because I want you to actually use this and you have to use it the right way. Choose your target job titles. So look for the roles that you're actually looking for and make sure that you've got at least 3 job titles that actually work. Don't pick 10 random job titles. Just pick 2 or 3 that you're looking for. If you pick things like project manager, business analyst, product manager, marketing manager, HR manager, LinkedIn and recruiters won't actually know where to place you, and neither will the hiring managers. So try and fix the headline to match what recruiters normally search for. Your headline should not be something like seeking opportunities, open to work, skilled professional, because guess what? We're not going to search for that when we search for you on LinkedIn. It should be something like data analyst, SQL, Power BI, forecasting, reduce reporting time by 40%. The best thing about that is that when I put these keywords on my search, you normally come out a lot better. So the difference here is one is all about vibes and one is about value. And then number 3, make your about section very skimmable, which means 3 things you need to consider in there. What do you do? What are you strong at? Proof, results, and outcomes. And if you can put some of the keywords that are important for your industry on that about section, that is even more important. Then number 4, post or comment at least twice a week. Even short comments or likes, thoughtful ones. You want to actually look active, current, and very engaged because the open to work setting gets you discovered. Activity builds the right type of trust that you're looking for. Now you might be thinking, okay, Tshidi, but should I actually ever use the green frame publicly? Yes, sometimes you should. And here's actually how you decide in less than 30 seconds whether to switch on the green badge or not to switch it on. Rule number 1, if you are employed and searching quietly, use the recruiters only, no green frame, right? So you might be at your company, but you might be looking, I'm looking for something different. Put only recruiters only. Rule number 2, if you are unemployed, actively applying, and you want referrals, remember, green frame can actually be very helpful, but only if your profile is strong enough. If your profile is empty, nobody's going to find you. And then rule number 3, if you're at a very senior level or negotiating from a position of strength, usually try and avoid the public frame. Use the recruiters only and focus on positioning, networking, and credibility. Because at senior levels, perceptions matter more. People assume that you actually have options. They want your profile to communicate the choices, not the chase. And here's a mini example that can actually make this very real. Imagine 2 people, same experience. Person A has the green frame, but the headline is vague and their profile reads like a CV dump. Person B has no frame, but they've set the recruiters only and they've used Gemini to actually get the results-based headlines. And they're posting once a week or they're sharing things once a week. Person B looks like a professional who's been selective. Person A looks like someone who actually needs saving or who needs somebody to come and rescue them. And I know that sounds a bit harsh, but we're actually talking about how fast people can actually judge you in a space of 10 seconds. Now let's talk about the biggest mistake that people make with the open to work. And it's not even the sticker itself that we should be worried about. The real problem is turning it on and hoping that it'll do the work for you. The biggest mistake that people make is thinking that the open to work is the strategy. It's not the strategy, it's just the setting. Open to work supports your strategy. It doesn't replace it. So if you actually turn it on, you still need to do a few things. Number 1, a clear target. What are you targeting? What are you looking for? Number 2, keyword alignment, proof of impact, networking, applications that are tailored, and yes, interview prep, because some of the people that I've actually seen is that they get those interviews, but then they fumble them because they actually are doing something completely different. So if you want to figure out how to do it, I've got quite a few videos that you can actually check out that talk about how to prepare for job interviews. So does the open to work sticker work against you? Sometimes, yes, if it creates the perception of desperation for some of the people at different levels. Does it help you? Yes, especially when you use the recruiters only and the profile that normally converts, and you've actually made sure that you've worked on that particular profile. Here's the action that you need to follow up going forward to keep it very simple. Switch on your open to work, set it to recruiters only, tighten your headline to actually show the value, not just the need. Number 3, make sure that your about section is skimmable with real proof and information and as many keywords as humanly possible for that skill that you've got. And then number 4, comment on at least 2 posts per week just to make sure that the industry experts see that you are out there. And then come back and tell me, did it actually change the number of recruiters that actually viewed your message or did it not? If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, subscribe and share with as many people as possible. Until we see you in the next video, peace.